Okay, so you want to see something that you don't see every day. How about this beauty? It's called If the Devil Would Talk. And according to Overstreet Guide, there's only 20 to 30 known copies of this anywhere. It's a really unique book and one of those holy grail kind of discoveries that you don't see unless you're hanging with the expensive people. It's all about how secularism and atheism and all that stuff are going to destroy the world if we let them gain one little foothold in America. And it's totally written and published by the Catholic Guild of St. Paul, Minnesota in 1950. It was used to teach the kids there in the school and, for want of a better term, brainwash them into fearing the devil and that the devil existed in all secular society. So with all the things that are going on today, this really has cultural relevance. Now the cover, you'll notice, is not the typical comic book glossy cover. It's actually printed on the same newsprint material that the inside pages are printed on, and as a result you end up with I'll try to show it to you here without doing any damage here. Opening the cover puts stress on the actual page and creates a stress mark on the cover where the staple meets the book. So as far as grading, it's probably cream pages. I would say it's at least a fine plus originally, but because of that damage would knocked it down over a grade, I would say no more than a very good. But with a book this rare, it's tough to find that in any condition, so take that to heart. So here we have the devil narrating his whole spiel, talking to a typical American family who say the things that they planted in their mouth as far as, well, what's going to the movies gonna hurt, and what's reading a comic book gonna hurt, and all that stuff. And then he convinces them that the entire world will burn because you haven't kept up with the morality. And he's just waiting for his opportunity to corrupt your youth. I mean, it really fits in with that 1950s scare that the Kefauver Senate hearings and that Reader's Digest, what the kiddies would read article will cover in the 1950s. So this is kind of leading into that. I'll show you one more good page. It's not full of your slam bang action. It's really a lot of conversation. And it's basically a propaganda piece for the Catholic Church at this time. You'll see a lot of the Red Scare kind of propaganda that's going on. And that's that same time period where we have In God We Trust printed on all our money for the first time. So this whole time period is one big scare fest, trying to convince everyone that if we go down the path of communism or socialism or anything other than straight up religious capitalism, that the entire world will go up in flames, and that'll bring us up to Vietnam in the 60s, because we're so desperate to stop anyone from even trying something that's not the capitalist or religious nationalism experiment. So if you're interested in talking about culture, and you're interested in the history and a comic book fan, this is definitely a book for you. Check that out on Craigslist. Let me know what you think. Lots to talk about there.